Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the NRL trial game review between the Dragons and the Eels, where we saw the Eels beat the Dragons 28 points to 6. I know you're obviously happy about it. You're obviously happy about the Eels winning the trial game. We live streamed the game on the All Brisbane Broncos YouTube channel, so go and check out that video if you haven't already. What do you think of the game, mate? Parramatta getting the victory over the Dragons?
Good game. The Dragons were tough for the first 20 minutes, then they just went off the rails, I guess.
Yeah, look, I remember last week when they played Cronulla, they started the first half really well. They were in the game, and then they sort of fell away. It was a bit similar this week, but the difference was this week, the Dragons, they kept dropping the ball. They couldn't complete a set. Parramatta got on top of them early. Once the Eels got to that 16-6 lead, the Dragons...
Too much for
the Dragons, they went in panic mode. They kept throwing the ball around, kept dropping the ball. They were struggling in defence, and Parramatta's attack with the likes of Jordan Rankin, Isaiah Papali'i, Will Smith, Joey Lussick, Penasini. They all stepped up and they all just got the Dragons nervous, and the Dragons were in all sorts. But let's talk about some of the players who you thought played well. I thought Will Smith had a fairly good game for a bloke who's always been pretty shit on. You know, everyone's been criticising Will Smith.
He scored a pretty good try, and he ran some good lines as well. Set some good lines up for the second rows.
Yeah, he had some pretty good combinations there, didn't he? With Papali'i, played well with him, and I thought Jordan Rankin, he played fairly well too. He played a bit of 5'8", bit of halfback, bit of fullback, bit of centre. Played all over the place, which I think was really good. But a couple of other players I thought were good. I thought Isaiah Papali'i, I thought he was outstanding.
He's my man of the match. Papali'i, he was outstanding. He played, I think he was left second row, then he moved to the middle, then moved to the other edge.
Yeah, he played very well. Isaiah Papali'i. Let's talk about some of the Dragons players. Now, we know the Dragons, they were outplayed here. They weren't really that good. But I thought the two wingers, the Fuwaji brothers, I think the name is, or I can't pronounce that name, but the two Dragons wingers, the brothers, I think they are, I thought they were very good for the Dragons. Jaden Sullivan was pretty good, but I thought he overplayed his hand a little bit too much in this game.
He tried too hard.
Tried a little bit too hard. I know the Dragons kept dropping the ball, but I thought they were overplaying their hand a little bit, and I thought the 5'8", Amon, I thought he was a little bit...
he was quiet in the second half,
Yeah, strong first half. I suppose the big one is Cody Ramsey at fullback. What do you think of his performance?
Yeah, look, he was a bit quiet.
Yeah, he was.
He started well, like a lot of the Dragons players did, but he just went missing, I guess.
I suppose the thing with Cody Ramsey too, like in attack he looked okay. In defence, I think when it was one-on-one tackles in defence, he was all over the place. He was ordinary as. But when it comes to like teams putting a grubber kick through or a little chip kick, he did okay in that part. But when it comes to one-on-one tackles and players make a break, he was very ordinary in that department, I thought.
Yeah.
Also, I thought Jack Bird, he didn't play for very long, Bird.
He hardly got any ball as well. I remember him calling out for the ball heaps of times.
He didn't get much ball.
Give me the ball. I think it was to the halfback.
Yeah, Jaden Sullivan.
And then they just never gave him the ball, and then he went off the field.
Again, it's only a trial. I think he'll definitely play better as the season goes on. But first game he played in so long since all of his bad injury run that he's had. But I thought, he was pretty average. A lot of the Dragons were. I thought Braden Williami had a really poor game. I expected him to have a good game, but he was a bit disappointing. Also, I thought Daniel Alvaro looked okay, didn't he?
Yeah, he
for
did.
The Dragons.
He looks a lot fitter than he did last year.
Yeah, he looks like he lost about 5 kilos, Daniel Alvaro. He looks fairly strong. Also, a couple other players here I want to talk about in the Dragons side that I thought played okay. I thought Andrew McCulloch, he didn't play for very long, but I thought he
looked fresh.
He looked very fresh, Andrew McCulloch. A lot of people have given him criticism going into this year, but I think he might surprise a few people.
Yeah, of course. He's an experienced player. He's done it all.
And before we get into the Eels, a couple other players talk about some of the experienced players, the likes of Tarek Sims and Jackson Ford. I thought Tarek Sims was quite strong.
Jackson Ford looks good as well.
Jackson Ford, yeah. Kate Ellis, he wasn't too bad as well. Who else is here that we all know of at the Dragons?
Willie Army looked a little bit dangerous, but
he just looked a bit quiet, didn't he?
Yeah, much ball.
I thought Eddie Blacker was okay as well, but as for the Eels, like we said before, some of their good players like Jordan Rankin, Isaiah Papali'i, Will Smith, I thought they were good. Joey Lussick had a good game. Oregon Kaufusi, he scored a very nice try.
Barge right through him, didn't
he? Yeah, Oregon Kaufusi, he played well.
Rankin was surprising, playing everywhere.
Yeah, he did.
Halfback, what the hell?
Yeah, William Panisi, not bad. Not a bad youngster coming through. Hayes Dunster,
yeah,
solid.
Dunster.
This
Number
young,
13.
yeah, this young kid,
he's a freak.
Makatoa. He was very dangerous. I thought he had a very strong game for the Power side. Keegan Hipgrave played on the edge, which was a bit different. I don't think it suits him, to be honest, but
It's more of a 13.
it's good to see Parramatta putting these young kids, these young players in different positions to see how they go. And then once it comes first grade, they'll probably play their preferred positions. But trial games are good. They're good to put them in new positions and just see how they go. If they can handle it, then they might play them more often, and maybe a positional change would be a good thing. Also, another player I thought had a very good game. That young number 21, I can't pronounce his name properly, but I thought he looked all right for the Eels.
What is it? It's
I can't pronounce it.
Eliel Zachem.
Yeah, he looked all right, didn't
Yeah,
he?
he did.
Look, I thought the game itself, I mean, at half time it wasn't too bad. I think it was 10-6. Favourite Parramatta at the break, but the Dragons.
He just came out of nowhere, and they were just persistent. They ran faster, defended harder in the second half, and it just showed at the end, didn't it?
Yeah, no, I thought Parramatta were very good in this game. I know it's only a trial. Can't take a lot out of it. It's just a trial. I think some of the experienced players will take a bit out of it, the first hit out, and they'll assess where they're at going into the season. And I think the Dragons, some of their big guns will be thinking, okay, we had a bit of a hit out now. We're getting some match fitness. We'll see how we go this year, trying to improve and develop their game and see how they go for the season. So I think it's a good hit out from both sides. Parramatta were definitely the better side. They won 28 points to 6. I thought they were way too good for the Dragons here. But look, I think it's one of those games where both teams will take a bit out of it, but at the end of the day, there's nothing really on the line, is there?
Just a trial game. It was good to see, but
it was good to see some
footy. I wanted to see more experienced players for both teams come out and play.
Next week they'll be like, Moses will probably play next week, Gufferson.
You don't want to risk your good players as well, though, do you?
Well, I think everyone will play at least 40 to 60 minutes next week in the other trial games, just to get some match fitness. Like, for example, we're going to the Titans-Warriors game, and we'll see all the big guns play down there, like the likes of Chanel Harris-Tavita, and all Tuivasa Sheck and all these sort of players. So it's going to be good to see those guys live in person. But before we get out of here, your top 3 on the ground and your man the match. What do you reckon, mate?
Number 1.
Well, number 3 to number 1.
Yeah, number 3, I'll go Joey Lussick.
Yeah.
2, Will Panisi, I can't pronounce it. Sorry. Number 1, Papali'i.
Yeah.
Papali'i, easily man in the match. He played everywhere. Too good.
Yeah.
Ran too hard. Great meters.
Yeah.
Impact.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll go number 3. I'll go with Joey Lussick. I thought he was fantastic at dummy half. Number 2, I'll go with Jordan Rankin. I thought he had a very good game. Played all over the place, and I thought he did a good job. And number 1, Isaiah Papali'i. Thought he was fantastic. What is your rating on the game out of 10, with 10 being the best? I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I give it 6.5.
Yeah.
Because I'm an Eels supporter.
Yeah, you want to see a game like that. Maybe a 5 for me. But look, I thought a very good trial game. Parramatta too good in the end, winning 28 points to 6. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up the NRL trial game review between the Dragons and the Eels. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Also, before we go, this guy has an Instagram page.
Yeah.
What's it called again? Tell everyone.
NRL_Content King 2021.
Go and follow that Instagram
Give it a
page.
follow, you guys will not regret it. I'm coming out with all sorts of new stuff. You will love it.
If you have Instagram, go and follow it. I've already given it a mention on my Instagram story, so go and check it out. Go follow.
Cheers, Nicky.
Go follow the Content King on Instagram.
Yeah, give it a sus. NRL_Content King 2021.
Sounds absolutely fantastic. But anyway, guys, we're going to get out of here. I hope you guys have a fantastic Thursday night. Until then, as always, stay safe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Gamble responsibly.